Hello everyone, and welcome to a special bonus episode of Resident Evil. We're going on to the Sega Saturn to take a look at some of the goodies and special features that are on that version of the game. Now, for the most part, the Sega Saturn version of the game is the same as the PlayStation version. This was released after the original Resident Evil on the PlayStation, but before the director's cut. And as a result, it doesn't include the director's cut stuff like the advanced mode or even auto-aiming. But it does have a couple of neat extra stuff, and I want to show some of them to you right now. Some of that includes some extra enemies. Now let me show you. Now down here in the caves, we got attacked by this creature. This is a tick. It's essentially just a reskinned hunter that has more of a buggy look. I was not expecting this creature. I thought it would just be more like a hunter with red skin. Although, it's kind of cool that they took the time to make this creature. Now, back at the end of the game, Chris fought a tyrant. But this happened. The creature sort of dissolved away into mist. And I wasn't expecting that. So when I was ready to go and unlock the door, this happened. It ends up poor Chris has to fight a second tyrant in this version of the game. And only Chris. Jill does not get attacked by a second tyrant. So once again, poor Chris gets the short end of the stick. Although once we do kill this tyrant, it just dies like any other one, and we get to fight it on the helipad a little later. So here's what I really want to show you. There is an extra game called Battle Mode that goes along with this, but it's only on the Saturn version as best I know. Now I've beaten the game with both Jill and Chris, and you get the Battle Mode after you beat the game, and you can reload data from Jill or Chris, and as best I can tell, that's just which character you get to play. Now we're going to start with Chris. You must defeat all the enemies and enter into the mysterious zone. Battle mode for the Saturn plays like just about every other battle mode for any of the Resident Evil games. And to be honest with you guys, most of the time I don't like playing them. And I'll only really play them if I think it's going to lead me to something. Now, actually, you know what? We're going to put that stuff back. Now, Chris, unfortunately, still has less space for items and less weapons. But he and Jill both go through the same battle mode. And what we're going to do is we're going to jump around from different rooms, and in each room, we're going to want to take out all the enemies that are there. Now, I may have already mentioned there is no auto-aiming on here, so I got to do it all manually. Now, it's hard to tell, but there's a zombie down here on the floor. I don't believe you. 3 shotgun shells to put you down. There are also some special enemies that only appear during the battle mode, and I want to show those enemies off to you. Well, they're really far into the battle mode. Dang it. Oh, this is not good. Come back here, you. Alright, so now we're back indoors, and we're in the art gallery. And yeah, we have to take out the crows. Now, I hate the crows, because they're small, they're hard to hit. We got most of them right there. There are more on that side. Come on. Annoying bird. Is that all of you? No, there's still one more. Now, after every couple of rooms, we get a boss fight. And Chris is, well, they're all the same, but Chris is first going to fight Yawn. Yawn usually gets me. Thankfully, this Yawn doesn't poison you. Come on, Chris, move, 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 move. That's probably going to require some healing. Try the Magnum. I bet that all missed. There we go. And after every few fights, you don't get to go back to the save room. In the save room, you can grab any items you want, but unfortunately none of them get repopulated, so it's not like we get more ammo and stuff we can use. Now, from this point on, I have a lot of trouble. Jeez, poor Chris. And there's the other one. Oh, jeez, we're almost dead. Almost out of shells, too. Oh, man, what a shit show this is. Really? Alright, stage is clear. And the spiders get a free hit. I don't know if it does any damage, though. But this is a real problem. Plant 42. Don't get too close, Chris. This thing just eats up ammo. And all that poison falling from the ceiling really gets you real quick. And it's really hard to hit when you can't auto-aim. Poor Chris. Oh, you didn't have a chance. And that's the end for Chris. You died. Yeah, we did. Alright, so if we scored high enough, we could get our names into the ranking for Chris. But no such luck. No, we're not going to save, but we are going to continue the game. And now we're going to try Jill. Alright, you must defeat all the enemies and enter into the mysterious zone. Of course, Jill has an easier time because not only does she have more slots to carry stuff, we'll skip that. She also gets more weapons, like her bazooka. And I think we'll take the acid rounds and the explosive rounds. Now, with Jill, only one time, I've made it to the end. And I actually ran out of bullets at the very end. And when you run out of ammunition, the game is over. Oh, wasted a shell. So yeah, as you can see, this is all the same. Now that worked out much better. Now I could have brought the handgun and used that, but to be honest with you, I don't have a lot of luck with that. And even the enemies here, even the crows take like 2 shots. Got him. Doing a lot better with Jill. Now Jill, how are you going to do against Yawn? Yeah, Yawn is the first real big obstacle. And we're going to switch to our acid rounds. And we could probably take him out with like 4 or 5 hits if I can get good shots. The real problem is this, I get stuck on his body. How are we doing on health? Oh, that's a good thing I checked. Which way you want to go? Oh, good. Alright, so we get a minute. Back here. Now, how are we doing? I'm gonna grab... Oh, I shouldn't have put the explosive rounds in there. Grab some more first aid sprays. Alright, let's just give it a shot. Let's hope for the best. wonder if we're safe back here. Well, relatively speaking. Use up a lot of shells, though. Well, I definitely hit it that time. Almost out of shells, too. Little spiders are annoying. I mean, the truth is, when the little spiders show up, I usually just leave. It's not an option this time. How are we doing on health? Alright, Jill's turn to fight the plant. Now, I think we just hit it 6 times. Yeah, but then the acid starts dropping on us, and that's bad. Oof. Poor Jill. Took a lot of shots. But here's the thing. We didn't get the stage clear yet. You know why we didn't get the stage clear yet? Because the fight's not over. That's it for our shotgun. You hear that? Still battle time. Now, this is a tough one. This is 2 hunters. Oh, we took out one. Where's the other one hiding? There he is. So you can see I do better playing as Jill, because she's got more firepower. But now it's Black Tiger. And down she goes. So we didn't quite get as far as I had hoped. There are 2 special enemies that I really want to show off. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug in our Pro Action Replay, and we're going to just set ourselves to having unlimited health. If you watch some of my other videos, you know I'm not above this. So give me 1 second and we'll be back. Alright, so now we are invincible. And even though we are invincible, we still have to worry about ammunition. So I'm going to try to be careful. Where's the bazooka? There we go. We'll bring some acid rounds for Yawn. And I do not need to carry any healing items with us because, well, we're invincible. But this is all just to show off what you can find and do in the battle mode. So let's go have some fun. Now remember, the zombies are not dead unless you see a puddle of blood. There we go. Well, actually, since we're invincible, you can just kick his head right off. Alright, where are the rest of the dogs? Now remember, there are 3 of them. And 1 is easier to deal with than 3. Alright, let me show you what I was talking about with the crows. Now we got our handgun. Oh, you guys are dying with 1 hit, huh? Not this time. Sometimes, I guess, 1 shot does it, sometimes it doesn't. These poor birds. Alright, time to fight Yawn. I'm gonna try something. Something that would no doubt get me killed normally, but maybe it will work this time. We're gonna run right back here. Hey, that worked out pretty well. Now, of course, we get cornered that way, but I guess so does Yawn in a way. Alright, well, if we wanted to, we could switch our equipment up now. No, we're going to keep going. Alright, spiders. Spiders are problems. Oh, jeez, I'm stuck. You know, I probably shouldn't be taking aim until I'm ready to shoot. I should be repositioning myself before I aim. How about you? let's not have the same thing happen to us again. Where are you? Okay, plant 42. Now, what I'm hoping to do is use acid rounds and flame rounds to really ruin this thing's day. But I can't hit it. How can I? See, I would say auto-aiming is worth it just to hit this damn thing. Which I probably missed with every shot. Alright, enough screwing around. As I get knocked on the floor. Careful, Jill. Alright, part 1 is done. Alright, so back into the caves and to deal with hunters. Now, grenades are usually my weapon of choice for dealing with hunters, but they're handling these pretty well. Didn't like that, did you? I think we're out of... Yep. And do you still explode in the spiders? Yeah. Now, this is going to be our last chance to visit a safe room. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot in here that we can do. We will take our bazooka, and you know what? Let's take our combat knife. Might as well, right? Now, we're going to deal with some enemies that... Oh, no we're not. We're going to take a look at our first special enemy. It's Zombie Wesker. I almost forgot. I almost forgot he was in here. Now, Zombie Wesker is tough. He takes a lot more abuse than your average zombie. Come on, you. Where are you? Are you stuck in the corner? Oh, what? Ah, come on. There we go. It just goes to show you. When Resident Evil was first starting, they were probably done with Wesker. So they were even happy to have him as a kind of like gag enemy. But now here are the guys I have a lot of trouble with. Chimeras. Always gets me. Thank goodness we're invincible, right? Can't even see what I'm doing. Now they will drop from the ceiling sometimes. That's my best chance to get them. Oh, I'm not doing well. They're off. Alright, that's the end of one of them. There's also a lot of ammo used. There's another one around here. There he is. I'm not done with them yet. I'm just hoping he's gonna drop from the ceiling. Come on. So hard to hit these things. There's one of them. 4 shots to take him out, though. Well, because I couldn't hit him with one of them. Yeah, you can see why I got to the end and had almost no ammo. I'm a really bad shot. But now it's time to take on the big bad. It's the Gold Tyrant. Now, I do not know how much stronger the Gold Tyrant is compared to the other ones, but I do know he takes a lot more hits. When I made it to him, I had just a handful of shells and a few magnum rounds. Ow. So hopefully we got enough firepower to put him down. Not gonna matter if I can't hit him. Gotta stop doing that. Gotta position myself first, then aim. Oh, come on. think we're out of ammo. Yep. Going handgun on him. Now, it should be plenty clear at this point why I prefer playing this game with auto-aim. Probably gonna have to come down to fighting this guy with our knife. That's assuming the game will let you fight him with your knife. I didn't have my knife when I made it to him last time. So when I fired my last shot and he didn't die, it just said game over. Ah, we got him. Okay, way to go, Jill. Alright, so there you have it. That was Resident Evil Battle Mode on the Sega Saturn. I hope you enjoyed watching it. It's rough, and I don't have a lot of fun playing it. So, that's going to be it. I'm going to put Cap in there. I don't deserve my own name. Not when I use cheats to get this far. Okay, thanks for watching. See you later.